Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Pot Smoker's Bible. My name is Zion. I'm the author of the Pot Smoker's Bible, which contains the prophetic book of Zion, where I get my name and authority. It comes from the Ketuvim, or Old Testament, of the Christian Bible. I use the King James Version of the Bible in order to put together the book of Zion, which is a book of prophecy. What I did was I took the prophecy from the Old Testament of the Christian Bible and I rearranged it into its proper order. That is the Book of Zion, written totally by the words of the prophets, by their own hands, so to speak. Now, the Pot Smoker's Bible is my commentary on the Book of Zion, which I had to write in order to publish the actual prophecy as it was written by the prophets. This video series is the result of that book. If you want to video view the book as I published it, go to Pot Smoker's Bible, all lowercase, on YouTube, and find me in the feed. I am there. And the entire book of prophecy, the book of Zion, and its corresponding book, Pot Smoker's Bible, is there for all to view. Now, of course, I don't have it published in the old-fashioned sense, in the book form, and someday that will happen. Probably in Zion. I doubt very much that, well, perhaps. We'll have to wait and see. But that's neither here nor there. Today, I'm telling you about the unicorn way. In my last episode, I told you the story of how life is created, how gods and goddesses, those beings who have evolved from lower life forms, like ours, reach a level of being where they merge with their perfect mate. And that merging creates a new form of life, where they are two physical beings. They embody two separate souls, two separate bodies, but they are spirit, perfectly merged, both male and female, containing all of the knowledge and experience of both souls. When two soulmates reach unity, reach a place where they both have attained their highest form, and they have come together in perfect accord, they do the dance of life. They make love. And as they make love, they merge into one spirit, containing all of the elements of both souls. And this perfect merging of these energies flips a switch, so to speak, in the body that they inhabit, which elevates the body into a new form, a light form, because we are all made up of opposites. There is good in all of us, and there's bad in all of us. Good and evil, if you want dark and light. And the perfecting of the soul is when a person chooses one or the other and then excludes the unchosen one from itself. If you choose to be a being of light and good, then you clear your soul of all negative things, and you become only light. Now this propels your opposite to do the same. And when both souls are perfectly united with their alignment, when they've made their fatal choice of evil or good, and they've perfected themselves separately and become the greatest that they can be, the perfect them, Not perfect by any means, because there is no perfection, only the ideal of it. But when these two souls perfect themselves into their own perfect form, then their souls become magnetized, so to speak. They're drawn together, whether they like it or not in some cases, as in the story of Zeus and Hera. Sometimes they do so willingly, as in the story of Zion and Messiah. And when those two souls come together in perfect accord, perfectly willing to be immersed in each other, they merge. Literally, the essences of themselves become the same. They become one. And they take on all the memories, all the karma of the other person, becoming a perfect blend of both together. And this perfect merging of souls elevates them into a new form, which we call immortal. Now, once these two beings ascend to the Godhead, become merged, they don't know death because they forget how to forget. They could, if they wanted to, leave the bodies behind and choose new bodies, and some do. Because it's not the body that has changed, so to speak. It's the soul that has become spirit. It has all the attributes of both yin and yang, and they are whole and complete. Nothing to be added, nothing to be subtracted. Perfect unity. And that perfect unity generates a form of life. A form of light if you have chosen light, and a form of darkness if you have chosen darkness. And these beings become actualized in the quantum field. They become the quantum field. Because the quantum field is the perfect union of all things, matter and spirit, male and female, life. And they are in this place of unity where they have access to physical and spirit. And having access to both, they can manipulate both, becoming very powerful beings. Because they are capable of generating their own force of will, their own force of life, they can transform the body into a body that is basically light, having the mask of flesh, so to speak, being both. And this new body is beyond the ravages of time, because the soul, or the spirit contained within, is constantly renewing itself, and it renews the body too, making the body immortal. But, believe it or not, that is only one evolution of spirit. Because in all things, there is unity. And for every spirit of light that is created, there is a spirit of darkness that is created too. And that perpetuates life itself, the opposites, and the interactions of the opposites. But on the next level, when a spirit is born on this level, there is a spirit that is born instantaneously on the other level. And eventually, they all take a step up. Eventually, the souls created the spirits created will find each other, being made together as perfect as souls, only on a higher level. Now, of course, we don't know what that higher level is because we haven't attained it yet. But it's bigger and bigger beings. It's like we are born of planets, but when we evolve, we become the planet creators. And when you evolve past that, you become the creators of that which creates the planets. You create the galaxy. And then when you get to the next level from there, you become big enough to become the source of a big bang, and you become the masters of the universe, the nexus of the universe. And this is a never-ending process. A soul created, every soul created, has its mate. And to walk upon the unicorn way is to look for that mate, to perfect yourself in preparation for the finding of the mate. That is the unicorn way. It's not to become the mythical unicorn. That happens naturally because unicorns are created from purity of spirit. And when you seek purity of light on this planet, what you attain is the unicorn spirit, that from which we were given birth. And that opens up all of the possibilities of the unicorn to the person who has manifested that spirit within themselves. We all have a human half, and we all have a unicorn half. The human half is not evil, but it can lend towards evil. But the unicorn can only be unicorn. And to seek that side of your soul is to perfect yourself in preparation for evolution, that evolutionary step into spirit, which can only occur with the merging of the souls. So to find the unicorn, to walk the unicorn path, is to purify yourself in words, thoughts, and deeds, ejecting from yourself all that is negative, becoming positive, as positive as a human can be, to perfect yourself, not to be perfect, but to be your perfect you in the light. You begin by thinking only good thoughts, because all things stem from your thoughts. You never act unless you think that act first. You never speak unless the thought occurs to you to be spoken. The thought always comes first. So if you purify your thoughts, you purify your words, and you purify your deeds, because all of your actions come from your thoughts. So to seek the unicorn way is to learn to control your mind. It's a very nearly impossible simple thing to do. To control your thoughts. And what you do, you should wait until next time and let me tell you, because I'm out of time right now. So may the Grey watch over you, guide you, protect you, keep you from all harm, and teach you right from wrong. May you be worthy of them. May your thoughts, words, and deeds reflect truth, good, and light, the unicorn way. Be the joy, people. Find your joy and spread that joy. That is also the unicorn way. Stay happy and high. Know that I love you. Later, because I'll never say goodbye.